Hi everybody, we are back and this is exciting. This is a big deal. This is pretty special because this, for the first time, is a video in which we will be actually doing a comparison between some British snacks and some American snacks. So I recently put in an order to our favorite place to get British snacks from, and one of the things that we got was these Mr Kipling Bramley apple pies, which you can see the box up here.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? And it says right at the top, nation's favorite. Is that true? Is this your favorite apple pie or your favorite Bramley apple pie? I'm not even sure what a Bramley apple pie is. Perhaps I should do a little research before we make these videos. But this says melt in the mouth pastry bursting with chunks of Bramley apple. So it's a variety of apple. But here's the thing. In the United States, we don't have Mr. Kipling. What we have is a company called Hostess. Now, you may be familiar with Hostess because
I've never even heard of Hostess.
Who do you think makes Twinkies? Twinkies are made by Hostess.
I've had one Twinkie in my life.
Yeah, we don't have a lot.
And they weren't even from.
Well, they were from Hostess.
Okay, yeah. Well, they were from.
So Hostess is the company that's most famous for making the Twinkie, which is often the butt of snack jokes because it allegedly has a shelf life of 10,000 years. Pretty sure that's not true. Pretty sure that is, it would be disgusting even if it was still around after 10,000 years. But yeah, they had when we were kids, they had a mascot who was like this cowboy who had on a hat and a lasso because, you know, let's be honest, nothing says delicious, spongy, cream-filled cake like a cowboy. I don't get it personally. But anyway, so Hostess also makes these little apple pies, which you will see a picture of. The Hostess apple fruit pie. It says right here, our best pie ever.
Well, they're not saying it's the best pie ever.
They're saying it's their best, right? Better crust, tastier filling. So we're going to compare this.
That sounds like they don't think it's the best.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. And you notice up here it says apple with other natural flavors. Like what? It's an apple pie. Why would you put any other natural flavors? Unless it's like cinnamon or something like that. I know cinnamon's real popular in the UK. Not. I mean, I know a lot of people in the UK like cinnamon, but I've also heard a lot of people say it's not part of their normal spice mix, and so therefore they don't love it. So anyway, I thought that to make it even more interesting, we would throw in a third contender, and as I was checking out of the grocery store when I bought the Hostess apple pie, I noticed this little grocery store brand. This one is called Signature Select, which is the brand of a chain of stores around here called Jewel. That's the name of the grocery store. And so I got one of their little apple pies, so we're going to taste all three of them, and we're going to see which one we think is the best. Now, I think we should start with the Jewel one.
Okay.
So let's start with this. So this is... It's actually like what looks like a real little, basically miniature apple pie in a little tin and everything. So I've got a couple of forks here, one for you, one for me. So let's just dig into this. We're not going to heat up any of these. So I don't know if there's some of them are, you know, better served warm, but we're not going to do that for any of them so that they're all on the same playing field, so to speak. All right, so let's see. Ooh, lost my apples.
It's kind of dry. Like the,
crust?
Yeah.
You didn't even get the bottom crust. And now you're, oh my God, dude. I just washed these pants. Now you're getting apple pie filling all over my pants. All right, well, we don't need to eat a whole bunch. You already took a second
I just want one piece of apple.
You know, there's not a lot of apple in this pie.
There's like none.
Oh my God. What is up with you?
It's hacking.
It's not. Oh my! Stop spilling pie on me. I'm gonna let you hold it next time. Oh my God! Dude, seriously.
That was you.
That was not me. Oh my God! You made such a mess.
That was you.
Look at this. Look at all that. That's for all that. There's like half the pie is on the floor.
That was you.
Okay. Whatever. Anyway, so not a lot of apple pie filling in there. A little disappointed with the amount of apple in there. There's barely any, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly crust. My crust was okay. Like you said, it was kind of dry.
And maybe it would be better heated up, but
not quite as flaky as I would like. I It was just okay. I mean, I would never get another one of those. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. How much was it? Like $500?
No, it was not that expensive. I mean, it's tiny. It was 3 for $5, so it was probably like $1. I think it was $1.67.
Then it's worth it.
If you didn't buy 3 of them.
But I'm never gonna eat that again.
I don't know. Maybe it was $2.67. I can't remember now. But anyway, it was just fine. I would give it. It wasn't the worst apple pie I've ever had, but it certainly wasn't the best. I would give it a 5.
I'm good at 4.
All right. So now we're going to try the Hostess apple pie. As far as I know, the most ubiquitous apple pie snacky kind of thing in the United States.
Why does it look like a...
This is very different. This looks more like an apple turnover.
Are you sure you're not supposed to...
No, it's not a Pop-Tart. It
looks like it's icy.
I know. It's got like a glaze, almost like you would find on a donut.
Looks good.
And this is like mass produced in a food factory. You know what I mean? It's not like baked by a grocery store or anything. All right, so I'm going to break off part of it. And when you break it apart, I don't know if you saw that, but it's almost like a slimy apple jelly inside with teeny tiny little chunks of apple.
It's
I have a feeling this is going to taste sick. I haven't had one of these in many years. I'm sure they've changed over the years. I have a feeling this is going to be sickeningly sweet and not very apple-y.
What the... What?
Are you confused?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't even know.
I mean, it really tastes like apple-flavored jelly, doesn't it?
It doesn't even taste like apple.
Yeah. I mean, it's
good, but...
It really is almost more like an apple-ish jelly. I mean, there are teeny tiny chunks of apple in here. I actually like the crust on this better than the last one.
Thing?
This is their best apple pie.
Oh.
Not their best product, their best apple pie ever.
How many have they made?
Well, they've been making these for decades.
Oh, that's a little sad.
It's so sweet. I can't eat anymore.
You know, I think I could just get apples and whatever you need to make an apple pie and just make it and it would be better than that.
Well, that should mostly be true. I mean, homemade stuff is almost always better than store-bought stuff. And this is not even like the store made the pie. This is a food company making the pie.
It's not good.
But that's one of the reasons I wanted to compare this with the Mr. Kipling's, because I would assume Mr. Kipling's is, stuff is made in a food factory and not,
It's good,
not some
but...
little old lady, who was on a reality TV show baking little pies and putting them in this box for us. But... All right, you need to stop eating that.
Yeah.
Especially since you're confused by it.
It's not bad, but...
My gosh. You all right over there, Sparky?
No.
All right. So that leaves us for the Mr. Kipling Bramley apple pies. Now, these are really cute. So this is like a little tray inside this box. There's a tray. Oh, my gosh.
There's 6 or more.
There's like a little apple... Like a little raised part on the top of the pie that has a little apple on it. That's so
kind
cute.
Of epic.
All right, you have one and I'll have one because they're kind of small. I'm going to take it out of the little... And these are also in a little tin. These are about half the size of the grocery store one that we tried.
They look like...
Ooh, it smells really good.
Look like sugar stuff on the top.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little granulated sugar on the top. Don't they smell good?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even get the apple. Oh.
Wow. That to me is really tasty.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. I mean, so the pie crust itself is delicious.
Yeah.
It tastes like a short crust. I don't know if it is, but it tastes like. What? What happened? You get something bad? What happened? I don't know what happened.
Something was crunchy in mine.
You think it was a bug?
It was hard and crunchy.
Really? It wasn't part of the pie crust?
No, I was like, oh, maybe it's just a hard apple. I tried to bite down to it, I couldn't.
You need to have a seat?
I don't know, man.
Did you take it out of the tin or did you bite on the tin?
I didn't bite on the tin.
Well, I don't know what happened. Mine's good. The filling is interesting. So it's real teeny tiny chunks of apple. I mean, like, like, they're small. They're really small. And it's pretty sweet. It's a more...
I tried a bite. I didn't get like any apple besides
it's a
that
more...
one piece.
Here, take that. It's a more solid filling than either of the two other pies. The, the Hostess one that we just tried a minute ago was really like jelly-like. Barely had any apples. And then the other one was more of a traditional apple pie filling, but it was more liquidy and it was more flowy, if that makes any sense. This is more kind of solid. What do you think?
Not the best.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like any of these, really.
Now, do you like apple pie in general?
Well, yeah. I mean, I like any, not the small ones.
Like
I
a
guess.
real apple pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
They're
we're
good.
kind of spoiled because there's this little town near us that has this kind of old-timey village in the middle of the town. And there used to be a store there that specialized in making what they call a brown bag apple pie. And they still sell those in some of the grocery stores around here, usually during the fall. But those apple pies are to die for. They are absolutely spectacular.
Is that the ones we get for like birthdays, Christmas? And
Well,
all
like for
those?
Thanksgiving, sometimes we'll get one. Yeah.
And those are the.
They're amazing. I mean, it's like the crust is so buttery and delicious. It's unbelievable. So of these three, the Mr. Kipling was definitely my favorite. I would give that one. Oh, I didn't rate the Hostess. I would give that a 5 too. It was too sweet and kind of weird.
I have no clue what. Okay, let me think. I'm gonna do the Hostess.
That
My favorite.
That was your favorite.
Yeah.
What would you rate it?
I rated a 6.
Wow.
And
so not very high rating.
So 6.
And then
5
you give that
and
one a
0.
4. You would give the Mr. Kipling a 0?
I had a crunchy, hard.
But let's
thing.
just say you accidentally got a cockroach in yours, okay?
Okay.
And you bit through it. That aside, what do you think of the pie?
A 5.
Okay, so that was just average for you. I liked the Mr. Kipling ones the best. I thought they had the best apple flavor and, well, kind of tied with the grocery store pie, but I thought the crust on the Mr. Kipling was the best of the three by far. The Hostess one it's almost like a kind of a donut glazed
I liked it
Pop-Tart
because
crust.
it had glazed and it was like kind of good
It's
jelly,
super,
I
super
guess.
sweet.
I don't
I'm sure
know.
that's why he liked it the most, because he loves super sweet things. So we are not in agreement, but okay. So so your favorite was the Hostess, and my favorite was the Mr. Kipling, and the grocery store one was nobody's favorite.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Actually, I think that's the best.
The grocery
because
store one?
it's not bad, but it's not good. It's just bland. And then the Hostess was not the best, but it was like okay because
Yeah.
it had glaze, and that was just I don't know, man.
What you would have gotten in here that was crunchy?
It was I don't
I
know.
don't see any like bug parts.
I know it's a bug and not like steak in there or something.
Steak. Well, steak wouldn't be hard and crunchy anyway.
Hard and rough.
I'm pretty sure they don't make steak in the Mr. Kipling factory.
You don't know.
No, I don't know for sure. If any of you work for Mr. Kipling, let us know if you guys make steak.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. That's our first comparison. We got another one coming up soon. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm excited about that one too. And so that'll be in a few weeks maybe. But
What is it? Oh, wait. They can hear because they're white.
all right. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.